Hey guys, welcome back. This is right where we left off with our little cube with a hole in it. Let's play a little bit and learn something about some different kinds of constraints. Let's pick a different face. I'll pick this one to go into our sketch. Let's do something slightly more complicated. We'll put a circle there. Maybe we'll do a hexagon. Okay, and you notice it automatically creates a bunch of geometry, so your hexagon is hexagonal. What we want to do is maybe create one of these sides of this hexagon. Maybe I want it to go like that instead of straight. So we somehow need to constrain this circle to that point. It's pretty easy, really. Select that point, hold down the control button and select that circle. Click, you notice there was one box above the standard constraint box we used in the last video. We want to make those two things coincident. We do not want to do concentricity because that puts that dot at the middle of that circle. Coincidence is what we want. And because we slid around, it's all over the place now, but we can put it back. Let's do the same thing at this point. Let's do this point. It'll make a better looking shape. Again, so you want this constraints defined, and we want to do a coincidence. There you go. That's a fun looking shape. So you notice, remember if we mentioned in the last video that these lines will turn green once it's fully constrained. You notice these aren't green lines. They're not constrained. So let's constrain them. We want to make the middle of that hexagon constrained to this line. We're going to do it the same way we constrained our circle to our hexagon. So we do a coincidence. I don't want it to be that big, but we can shrink it down. That's not a big deal. How about we actually use some dimensions instead of just dragging? So we'll use a dimension from there to there. What do you say we make that about an inch? And we'll do a dimension on this circle. Let's call it maybe 3 inches. So here you notice, let's make it a little smaller. Not that small, somewhere in between. That looks good. Now you notice we've got two overlapping shapes. If we're going to cut a hole out, you can't do that. You'll end up with a shape in the middle that it's going to try to not cut, and you're connecting several different complete polygons at a single point, and it's just nasty. It won't work. So the easiest thing to do here is use the quick trim tool, which looks like an eraser, and pick what you want to get rid of. So let's get rid of that line. And that line, yes, we still got two separate shapes. We're going to have to get rid of this one too. Okay, now I want to point something out here. CATIA is really bad for it. See this little line segment they got left in the middle? You got to get rid of that. It will cause you heartache. So now we got a funky looking keyhole shape. We're not constrained anymore. We accidentally lost it. And it looks like I messed up when I did the constraint. You see, I constrained it to this circle, but not to that point. So let's fix that. Select both of those points which we want to go together. There we go. And I'm going to set these back up so they're parallel. We broke our hexagon when we deleted some lines. So we can constrain this, but we don't have to. We can leave it the way it is, exit out of our sketch. Let's do a small pad. Make it about a ½ inch thick. There you go. We got a little key looking thing. Let's look at doing maybe some fillets. It looks like, here's my fillet toolbar up here at the top. Let's put it over here on the side. I like it over there better. So what we're actually doing is not technically a fillet. We're going to do some radiusing of these corners. So you can pick those edges. You see how they turn red when you just get an edge? You could pick a whole face on accident. You got to be careful. So let's make a ¼ inch radius. You could see this little line here. It gives you kind of an idea of what you're going to get. You can hit preview if you like to give you a better idea. Let it radius those corners for us. You notice we only did those 3 corners. It didn't get the other edges. Let's try, we'll flip this around, and we'll try selecting the whole face. And do those 3 faces. And do the same thing. And CATIA is good about holding your last entered value, so we don't have to add anything else in there. And you notice it grabbed all the edges on that face, even the edge going into our hole we made in our first video. We don't have that here, but we can add it. Click that radius, that diameter. We can add this edge fillet in, and there we go. Now we match. Just to finish out our shape, let's put a fillet on there. See what it does. There we go. That looks good and smooth. Now nobody will cut themselves. That is that's all we're going to do for now. We'll come back later and maybe we'll start with learning something about some formulas. Happy modeling!